Hi, I'm Jody Misiak, and I am a recovering people pleaser. Yep, that's me, a recovering people pleaser. For so many years, I spent all my energy and time trying to make other people happy. And that all started to change the moment I started taking time for me. Little by little, I would just take a little here and a little there, and it just kind of snowballed and really shifted my life around. And it's just, it was so beautiful to be able to take my power back because, like, I can't even tell you how many years I spent trying to make others happy. The other thing is when I started to get to know myself better after, starting to take time for myself, I was able to start saying no more to the things that weren't lighting me up and saying yes to the things that were. And it's incredible what happens. You start really like going after what you truly want instead of what others want for you. Now, does love happen overnight? Not, at least not for me, it didn't. It was a process, one step in front of the other. And bit by bit, I really was starting to really, take my life back, really get to know who I am. And here I am now. I am living life on my terms. This past year, I made a huge change in my life, and my family and I moved across the country. And every single day, I feel like I've lived here my whole life. Like I've just meant to be here on the coast, beaching it up, and just, being in walking distance to the beach, seeing the mountains every morning. It feels like me. And then I look back at the life I left, and it's bizarre because it doesn't feel like that life ever happened. It feels so weird. But when you're actually living life on your terms, like there's no second guessing things. There's just wow, like this is me. This is me living my life. And what's amazing is people get to meet me now. They're not meeting some made up person that I think they need me to be for them. When I meet somebody, they're meeting me, truly me. Yes, I might like not, I won't say things that are mean. Mind you, I tried very hard not to be that a mean person in general, lead with love. But they're showing up like I am showing up as me. And it's so incredibly empowering to have that. Like I'm just coming from me, leading with love and being me and showing up as me. No more faking. Because guess what? That's really, really exhausting. If you're a people pleaser or even just on the, the other side recovering from it, you'll know how exhausting it is when you're trying to always make others happy. And you're just left exhausted. So what they see now, like when people meet me, what they see is what they get. And what you see is what you get. Like this is me. I have like mermaid hair going on and I don't care. It's a mess. And that's okay. It's a summer and, things are messy. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not growing and, creating a deeper loving relationship with myself because I am. That is ongoing. It's a continuous thing. And I've been doing this for quite some time, like over a decade, where I've really, really made me a priority. And, but it's incredible because the moment you make yourself a priority, you put yourself first. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody else in your life doesn't matter. They do. But you can't give others what you don't have yourself. So if you're coming from a place where you don't love yourself, you can't get love fully, truly to others. Now that might feel harsh and stuff, but it's the truth. You can't, if you can't love yourself unconditionally, you can't fully love others unconditionally either. And the moment I was able to have this deeper loving relationship with myself and to stop pleasing others all the time. I still might do it now and then, like I might fall off the wagon a little here and there, but most of the time I'm not. And it's like this weight has been lifted off my shoulders because other people's happiness doesn't matter. Like I can't control how other people feel. That doesn't matter. And like the moment I was like, oh, I don't have to make sure other people are happy all the time. That weight was lifted off my shoulders and I could finally breathe again. living under that for so long, wow, like so much. And I get to be me now. And that has allowed me to truly live the life I've never even imagined. I was just talking to my husband the other day where I was just, we get to see all these starfishes and jellyfish and whales and dolphins and just all the sea life. And I talked to him. I was like, if anybody said like 2 years ago, or even a year and a half ago, possibly even almost a year, if somebody said that I'd be living a life surrounded by all this incredible nature and ocean life, and I get to watch like hummingbirds fight from my window like constantly, and feed and deer in our yard, and just this incredibleness, I would be like, okay, maybe, but it's real. And when you follow your heart, these things really do work out. Like it just happened. Yes, there's work behind the scenes. Like it was insane to move, but making the decisions were pretty seamless. And yes, fear almost talked me out of it once or twice. But when you know in your heart who you are and what you would like to do with your life, it's so much easier to say yes and no. So yes to the things that make you happy and no to the things that don't. So no, it did not happen overnight. But if I didn't take that first step over a decade ago, I wouldn't be living my best life now. I'd be living somebody else's, or worse, I'd be still trying to make everybody else around me happy. And the funny thing is, happiness is an inside job. Pretty sure I mentioned it already. I can't make others happy. Happiness has to come from another person. I can only make myself happy. Making other people happy isn't my job. Yes, supporting them is. Like, I love helping people and supporting people. But taking care of myself is my first priority. So I have so much love and energy to give up to others. There's this wonderful quote, and I think it's kind of been that thing since I've been a coach from right from the get-go, is you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. If your cup is always on empty, you're going to lash out, be frustrated, angry at yourself or others, or just sad, depressed. Like, there's a lot of things that can happen when you don't make yourself a priority because you feel burnt out. And trust me, I know, because I've been there, and I still occasionally fall into those steps and things, because old habits have a way of creeping in sometimes when you're not looking. So it's being mindful of where I'm at and where I'm going and things like that as well. And when you're always in people pleasing mode, you're continuously emptying your cup. So you're not filling it, right? So I know when I was in that people pleasing all the time mode, like I'd like go, 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 go. I wouldn't say no to anybody because I thought, like, what are they going to think of me? Who do they think what are they going to think of me if I don't say yes? Like, oh, I'm going to make them feel sad or whatever. I'm going to disappoint them, whatever thoughts are going on in my head. And that would continuously empty my cup. So I did nothing for me to fill it back up. And then eventually I'd be burnt out. I'd need days off, or I lash out at somebody, or I just sleep for a whole entire day. I remember sleeping in to like 2 or 3 in the afternoon and things, just because I was so tired and burnt out from always trying to make others happy and pleasing others. So I have a question for you. Are you ready to finally put yourself first? Are you ready to like really just get to know yourself better? Like, what is it that you truly want? And start living life on your terms. If you could have anything show up in your life for you, what would it be? Have you been living in somebody else's shadow, or walking in somebody else's footsteps, or spending all the energy you've got to make other people around you happy? What would it look like if you just took one day out of your week or even in a couple hours a day, and really started to get to know yourself better. What would that look like? Is it a little terrifying? Just know one little baby step in the direction of your dreams of taking care of yourself is all you need. Just one little step, one positive little thought that like you can do this, or maybe I can do this. You're not quite ready to go all in. What would life look like if you started living life on your terms, following your dreams, and being the person that you truly are? Because guess what? You are truly amazing and you deserve to live your best life being you, truly you, whatever that looks like. From my home to yours, I'm cheering you on and letting you know you can do this, because if I can, you can too. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.